Happening right now on Sports Extra. How about them dogs? Georgia is coming back to Athens with a Texas-sized win after taking down the top-ranked Longhorns, giving Kirby Smart a special 100th win.
Maria Martin is with the winning head coach, Carrie Green.
Coach, congratulations on the win. You told me at halftime you wanted to see more shots inside from your team. None more important than that last one from Bella Smuda there. How crazy was the ending of this one?
Well, she was playing, basically she's in.
Thanks, Nolan. It's been a crazy couple of weeks for interim head coach for Kennesaw State, Chandler Burks, trying to adjust and become a head coach for the first time in his career. At just 28 years old, he is the youngest active FBS head coach in all of college football by 6 years. Now, in an effort to keep things as normal as possible, he coached the Sam Houston game from the box, something that he's done all season long as the offensive coordinator.
Once upon a time, it was a little Jonathan Ledbetter running around out there. I can't imagine you very small, but you were small at one point in your life. What did you take away from those memories as a kid, getting to connect with other professional athletes like you did a long time ago?
Well, I will tell you this, I was always the bigger kid.
I believe it. I definitely believe that.
So I watched Kirk Cousins walk into that building right behind me, getting ready for his physical. That is part of the day before he even signs his contract. And then right after that, I saw Falcons assistant general manager Kyle Smith walk over. He looked at me and he said, "This is a great day. This is an exciting day." We are going to hear from Kirk Cousins. Time of that is to be determined, but it will be sometime tonight.
I was very impressed with Carson Beck's performance.
He was impressed with himself, calling himself a dual threat quarterback, by the way. And Kirby Smart right after the game said, I think that's a stretch.
Cool it a little bit.
75-25 quarterback. So we're going to cool it on the dual threat quarterback situation.
And you told me earlier this week one of the keys would be to take Adrian Woolley out of the game. You really contained him in this one. What was the key to that?
Well, I said it in our game, or at our place after our game, and I'll say it again. I mean, in my opinion, the kid's going to be an NBA player.
Reggie Chapman, that's a great question. And Gunnar Stockton, we've talked about his record-setting ways at Raven County when he was the starting quarterback there, but he hasn't really had the opportunity to prove he can be a starting quarterback at Georgia, seeing as though this is his first start in a Bulldogs uniform. And it just so happens to be in a college football playoff quarterfinal against Notre Dame in New Orleans. What a moment to start, and perhaps it could be Gunnar's job in the future, considering Carson Beck's announcement that he's declaring for the NFL draft. Someone has to take over QB1. Davis, congratulations. It's the first win for Kennesaw State since October. What are the emotions like whenever you finally get another win on the board?
Man, high. I mean, just a relentless effort.
You mentioned those injuries. Carson Beck had an MRI on Sunday morning and was awaiting those results. What have you heard about the quarterback?
Well, we reported last night at UGAsports.com that we were hearing that it was a UCL.
Heading into this stretch of the NCAA tournament.
Coach, you are looking to make your first trip back to the Big Dance since 2022. What would it mean to make it with this particular group of ladies?
Oh my gosh, it would mean, it means a whole lot.
Hank, come on in here, Hank. That's fine. You walk in front of us, that's fine.
Oh, do I get him? Yes! We have dogs! Hank is here to celebrate the dogs winning another national championship. Oh, hello, Hank. You're such a good boy. Your quarterback, Davis Bryson, he's got a score with his legs, but he couldn't quite do enough to get a score there before halftime. I know you're tough on your quarterbacks. What adjustments do you want to see at that position? So speaking of offenses, finding a lot of creativity and success so far this season, their opponent this Sunday, the Seattle Seahawks, they have the top passing offense in all of the NFL. Safety Jesse Bates, he said it's going to be a very fun challenge because they show a lot of motions and shifts, and a lot of the guys said they have a lot of respect for their quarterback, Geno Smith.
Put a quarterback in that they're going to play for.
Yep. The fact that Gunnar Stockton had never seen an SEC game ever, went in there, and ultimately they got a touchdown on that first drive out in the third quarter.
Yeah.
And he really battled Tanisha. What happens if Gunnar Stockton's your quarterback in the postseason?
Maria, you have more on Princess Harden.
Yeah, Princess Harden's play can speak for itself, right? And it's evolved a lot since her time at Kennesaw State. But one thing that head coach Octavia Blue has challenged her to do is become more of a vocal leader. She told me, look, she's a really shy kid off the basketball court, so I needed her to speak up a little bit more whenever she's on the floor, because as we all know, when there are vocal leaders in sports, people tend to follow. And so she wanted her to set the tone. She's done a really good job and really embraced that challenge by Octavia Blue. Thank you, Nolan. You know, it's really hard to ignore the kind of season that freshman guard for Kennesaw State, Adrian Woolley, is having so far. In his last 5 straight games, he's scored 20 or more points, and he's already been named Conference USA Freshman of the Week 6 times this year. On top of all of that, he's one of 2 freshmen in the entire country to lead the team in both scoring and field goal percentage. Head coach Antoine Petway called him their most efficient player said he's always in attack mode, and his work ethic and approach to the game is a part of his early success.
You brought up 2010, and considering Wimbledon is going on, I'm sure a lot of people that see you love to bring up that 11-hour marathon back in 2010. Yeah. What do you remember most about that one?
Coach, I know you're not big on win streaks, but now you have 6 in a row at a time of the year where it is important to play your best basketball. How much can that help with the Conference USA tournament right around the corner?
Well, it is what we call March Madness.
For tonight's Maria's Minute, let's talk about the greatest idea from a professional sports league in a while. The Four Nations tournament replacing the NHL All-Star Game. Whether it's because of the political climate right now, the sports fans' frustrations with how boring and pointless All-Star games have become, or just a genuine curiosity about the sport, the interest, it was transformative.
That group of guys in there is special. They are really, really special, and they are hungry for success. They are desperate for success, man. And so we just gotta keep giving them better every single day.
Almost as special as you discovering Rock Solid on your Peloton, is that right?
No doubt, no doubt. Rock Solid, I love it. Thank you so much.
Coach, thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Simeon, you are perfect from the free throw line. Those were probably the biggest ones that you've shot this year. Perfect 10 for 10. What is it about you at the stripe? Fresh off of being named NFC Defensive Player of the Week, Troy Anderson will be out for tonight's game. And remember, that group already thin with Nate Landman spending some time on injured reserve. So what does that mean? It means former Blessed Trinity star J.D. Bertrand will get the nod for his first NFL start tonight. He's the first rookie for the Falcons to take really significant snaps so far this year. He has 9 defensive snaps so far. He also has spent significant time on special teams. Hey Bryce, Liberty has only lost twice since the beginning of the new year, and they are currently on a 5-game win streak. The last time they lost, back on February 6th at Louisiana Tech, it was by only 1 point. So when I asked head coach Kerry Green what he likes about the way his ladies are playing during this stretch of games, he simply pointed back to that 1-point loss and said that was a motivating factor. But you pride yourself on being a really fast team. Here you are displaying how fast you guys can be on offense. What did you like about the pace?
Well, I like our pace. I think we're getting up and down. Now we got to get better this season when we get paint touches.
How crucial will it be to win the battle on the boards in the second half?
It's huge. I mean, we're in that battle, and of course, I'm talking to officials about more. I know we're giving up some size. What more can we do in pushing back? But we got to locate a body and make sure we keep them off the glass.
Any concern for Carly in the second half?
Not at all. We just got to keep our transition going. I think Carly's playing well for us. I mean, she's a tough one, so we're looking forward to pushing forward in the second half.
Drake also told me that it's not just him that needs to get the ball more. It's Kyle Pitts, number 8. He is a Philadelphia native, and he's going to be playing here at the Link for the first time in his professional career. He's got about 20 friends and family that are going to be in attendance, and you can also expect this Falcons offense to look quite different. All that hype in the offseason about how they could be explosive, they want to show that tonight on Monday Night Football.